What is up, Comic Book Nation? Connor Casey here. WWE announced back in December that this year's Hall of Fame class would be headlined by Batista and the New World Order. But that got me thinking. We've got guys like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and Booker T with 2 Hall of Fame inductions, but some legends still haven't gotten in once. Obviously, the Hall of Fame itself is a gimmick, but WWE has made an effort in recent years to make it the definitive Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. So the fact that certain big names haven't been recognized just doesn't seem right. Here are the top 5 WWE legends that need to be inducted into the Hall of Fame ASAP. Number 5. Christian. It made sense for WWE to induct Edge back in 2012, since at the time it looked like he'd never wrestle again. But it doesn't seem right that years later his tag partner hasn't received his own induction. Christian was right there alongside Edge during the tag team boom of the early 2000s. And while he didn't have the same singles career as his tag partner, he still managed to become a 2-time world champion, was the linchpin of the ECW brand during its dying days, and reached the level of Grand Slam champion, a category that is already littered with Hall of Famers. Even if he only gets in as one half of the Edge and Christian tag team, it's time to give Captain Charisma some love. Number 4. Big Van Vader. When Leon White died back in June 2018, a lot of people were shocked to realize he hadn't been inducted into the Hall of Fame already. The big man is regarded as one of the greatest super heavyweights of all time, and while his time in WWE was nothing spectacular, he had outstanding runs as a main eventing world champion in both New Japan and WCW. Number 3. Evolution. Since WWE has started putting factions into the Hall, it only seems right that the best group from the Ruthless Aggression era gets its own induction. Fans may have been sick of Triple H's reign of terror over the World Championship at the time, but you can't deny that Evolution dominated Raw for nearly 2 years. It's honestly the perfect blueprint for a faction. There's just the right number of members, the gimmick behind the group makes sense, each member got its chance to shine, they all held championships at one point, and it turned its 2 youngest members into bona fide main eventers. It also helped that the faction had one of the best entrance themes of all time. Speaking of which, number 2, Jim Johnston. You may not know his name, but you've definitely heard his music. Jim Johnston worked in the WWE for a whopping 32 years starting back in 1985, and composed some of WWE's classic entrance themes. Considering his discography includes Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, DX, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, Mick Foley, Chris Jericho, and Mr. McMahon, Johnston has left a legacy on pro wrestling that will last forever. And even though he never stepped foot inside the ring, he deserves every accolation WWE can throw at him. Number 1. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. How in the world has The Rock not been inducted into the Hall of Fame already? He is the biggest movie star in Hollywood. He's an 8-time WWE champion. He main evented WrestleMania 5 times, and he was one of the biggest stars of the Attitude Era. Rock should have been in years ago, even before his comeback in 2011. But now that he's so busy with his acting career, it seems like his in-ring career is just about over. Given that WrestleMania 37 is in Los Angeles next year, it seems like the perfect time for him to finally get his induction. WWE, make it happen. For coverage on all things WWE, keep it locked into Comic Book's WWE page. For Comicbook.com, I'm Connor Casey, and I'll see you guys next time.